Hello there and welcome. This is lesson 5 of English with Mahdi. As you might expect, in today's lesson we have another 8 English words. And if you have covered and mastered all the words that I've taught to you previously, it would be so beneficial for you, particularly if you could use them and recognize them. It would be so nice, and you've done very well, shall we? And I hope you continue and learn another English words in order to enrich your vocabulary and learn as much as words that you can in order to understand and speak well in English. Now let's see what we've got today, shall we? And for the first word we have accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. The stress is on the second syllable, accelerate. Accelerate is a verb and it's known as acceleration, and it means to go faster and to go or to increase speed. It's often used for movement, progress, or change. Imagine a car at a traffic light and the light turns green suddenly, and the driver presses the gas and the car starts moving faster. This is the action of acceleration. We could say at that time that the car accelerates. We have some common collocations to accelerate. For example, accelerate quickly, accelerate the process, accelerate growth, accelerate development, accelerate towards a goal. And now we have some examples. For instance, the car accelerated on the highway. The government wants to accelerate economic growth. Technology has accelerated communication. His heart rate accelerated when he heard the news. Now let's go to the second word, and it is frustrate. Frustrate. The stress is on the second syllable. Frustrate. Frustrate. Frustrate is a verb and it means to make something feel annoyed, upset, or discouraged because they cannot achieve what they want. Actually, when something frustrates you, it stops your progress and makes you feel angry or helpless, especially after effort. Some synonyms for frustrate: annoy, irritate, upset, discourage, and some collocations. Some words that usually come with the frustrate, for example, frustrate someone, deeply frustrated, frustrate efforts, and frustrate plans. Now we have some example sentences for frustrate. For instance, the slow internet frustrates students. His lack of progress frustrated the teacher. She felt frustrated by the complicated rules. Now, guys, let me tell you that there is a difference between problem and frustration. Problem actually is something you face, but frustration is how you feel when the problem continues. Now for the third word, we've got coincide, guys. Coincide. The stress is on the last syllable. Coincide. Coincide is a verb and it means to happen at the same time or to be at the same match. When two events coincide, we could say they occur together in time or two ideas match each other. It's usually unexpected, not planned. Some similar words to coincide, for example, overlap, match, correspond, happen at the same time. And we have some common collocations such as coincide with something, events coincide, dates coincide, and exactly coincide. Now we have some Examples: the meeting coincided with my exam. It means that they happen at the same time. And we have another example: his birthday coincides with a national holiday. Another one: their opinions coincide on this issue. The results coincided with our expectations. Or we could say, our perspectives coincide with each other. And, for example, the exam date coincided with Alice's wedding. He had to choose which one mattered more. That's it, dear listeners. And for the fourth word, we have insist. Insist. Insist is a verb, and it means to say or demand something firmly and repeatedly, refusing to change your mind. Imagine when someone insists, they are very strong and firm about what they want or believe. And imagine a child pulling his mother's hand and saying, please, please. Even when she says no, he keeps repeating it, so the baby insists. Now we have some synonyms for insist, which are demand, maintain, be firm about, persist. And some collocations: insist on something, insist strongly, insist on doing something. Now for the examples, we've got she insisted on paying the bill. Remember when you and your friend go to a coffee shop and you repeatedly say to your friend, I will pay the bill, but he refuses. And you repeatedly say that again until he agrees. So you insist on paying the bill. And another example, the teacher insisted on punctuality. And they insisted on finishing the task today. Especially remember the mathematics teachers when they insist on finishing the task. Now guys, for the seventh word, we have illuminate. Illuminate. Illuminate is of 4 syllables and the stress is on the second syllable. Illuminate. Illuminate is a verb, and for the noun we have illumination, and illuminated is an adjective. Illuminate has 2 meanings actually, and it means to light something up or to make something clear and easy to understand. You can illuminate a room with light, or you can illuminate an idea with an explanation. We have some synonyms for illuminate, such as light up, brighten, clarify, especially an idea, enlighten, and reveal. And some collocations: illuminate a room, or a street, or a building, and illuminate the path, illuminate an idea or concept. For the examples, we have the moon illuminated the dark village. Another one, the teacher used examples to illuminate the grammar rule. Another one, street lights illuminate the road at night. And the last one, her explanation illuminated the meaning of the poem. Now there's a difference between illuminate and explain. Illuminate actually focuses on giving light or clarity, but explain focuses on giving details. You illuminate ideas by explaining them well. By illumination, we usually mean physical light. For example, we could say, can knowledge illuminate a person's life? That's it, dear listeners, and now let's go to another word which we have, and it is eliminate. Eliminate. The stress is on the second syllable as well. Eliminate. Eliminate is a verb and it means to remove something completely or to get rid of a problem, person, or possibility. If something is eliminated, it no longer exists or affects the situation. Eliminate is a verb and it is known as elimination, and its adjective is eliminated with ed at the end of the word. Some synonyms for eliminate: remove, get rid of, eradicate, exclude, abolish. And we have some collocations, some words that usually used with the eliminate, which are eliminate a problem, eliminate poverty, disease, corruption, eliminate waste, risk, eliminate a candidate or a team. Now we have some examples. The new system eliminated many errors. The team was eliminated from the tournament. We must eliminate unnecessary expenses. Education can help eliminate ignorance. Now we have some contrasts among eliminate, reduce, and avoid. Eliminate, as we taught that, it means to remove completely something. And reduce, to make something smaller, not to remove. And avoid means stay away from something. For example, you eliminate a problem. You reduce costs. It means that you completely remove a problem, but you reduce costs. And for example, you could ask yourself, what bad habits would you like to eliminate from your life? That's it, dear listeners. And for the last word, we have overcome. Overcome. Overcome consists of 3 syllables and the stress is on the last syllable, remember. Overcome. Overcome. Overcome means to successfully deal with a problem, fear, or difficulty. Or it means to defeat something that's blocking progress. For example, when you overcome something, it no longer controls you. Some similar words to overcome, we have defeat, conquer, get over. And some collocations for overcome, we have overcome difficulties, challenges, and obstacles. Overcome fear, anxiety, doubt, and overcome poverty, hardship, and overcome temptation. Now we have some sentence examples for overcome, which are: she overcame her fear of speaking in public. And the country overcame many economic challenges. With practice, he overcame his pronunciation problems. And they overcame all obstacles and succeeded. Imagine climbing a high wall. You struggle but finally stand on top. At that time you have overcome the obstacle. And you have another example. For instance, the student was afraid of English grammar. Through daily practice, he overcame his fear and began to enjoy learning. That's it, dear listeners, and to wrap up it, at the end, let's have a short story using all the 8 words to a better understanding of all words. The government tried to accelerate progress, but every decision required deliberate planning. Delays began to frustrate the public, especially when mistakes seemed to coincide with important deadlines. Experts insisted on transparency to illuminate the real causes of the problem. By eliminating corruption and working together, the nation finally overcame years of hardship. That's the end of the lesson, Shari. I hope you the best. Thanks for listening.